When Big Pharma plays for keeps, who wins and who loses? Here we follow sofosbuvir, a medicine that is a good example of how the system for research, development, and sale of new prescription drugs really works. Sofosbuvir was a true breakthrough drug for hepatitis C, a severe virus that attacks the liver and can be deadly. Sofosbuvir began with scientist Raymond Chenazi. He got millions of taxpayer dollars from the US government to research hepatitis C. This funded the earliest phase in medical research. Discovery phase, quest for the magic molecule. The discovery phase requires much trial and error in order to finally find a molecule with good potential. Hey, get back to work! Chenazi's research that led to sofosbuvir began at a university, but in 2004 he started a drug company called Pharmasset. 3 years later, Pharmasset scientists discovered a molecule that showed potential for treating hepatitis C. After the promising molecule is discovered, preclinical studies begin to see if it is safe to test in humans. This is often done through animal testing. If the preclinical studies have good results, clinical trials in humans can begin. These studies find out more about safety, dosage, and potential side effects. Then something happened that is typical of Big Pharma. After Pharmasset's clinical trials showed that sofosbuvir was safe, effective, and most of all worked much better than previous treatments, a big pharma corporation called Gilead bought Pharmasset, including sofosbuvir, for more than $11 billion. To sum up, after a scientist who got millions in tax dollars started a small company that did the long work of discovering a new medicine and showed that it was safe and effective, comes a giant corporation to buy up the next big blockbuster drug and cash in. As the new owner of sofosbuvir, Gilead continued clinical trials to learn yet more about the drug's effectiveness, safety, side effects, and dosage before seeking government approval to bring the new drug to market. Drug corporations can set prices on new drugs as high as they want because patents on new medicines ensure a 20-year monopoly. Gilead first set the price for sofosbuvir at $1,000 per pill. That made its worth per gram 67 times greater than gold. That meant Gilead was demanding $84,000 for a full 12-week treatment, though Pharmasset had planned to sell sofosbuvir profitably for $36,000, and research shows that it only costs $42 to produce. Gilead's price tag sparked a US Senate investigation, and lots of bad press. But that didn't stop Gilead. They had just become the world's most profitable drug corporation. A medicine cures no one if the people who need it can't afford it. That's why Doctors Without Borders has legally challenged Gilead's patent. The goal is to remove unfair patent monopolies so that competition will bring down prices. But Big Pharma spends more money than any other industry on lobbying to influence the US government. Gilead itself has spent more than $18 million on lobbying since they bought sofosbuvir. As a result, these corporations have a huge influence on US lawmakers, and the US government makes this influence felt in international health and trade agreements that affect the lives of people worldwide. In other words, the rules of this game are bought and paid for by Big Pharma. Meanwhile, millions of people around the world can't afford life-saving treatment for hepatitis C because Gilead's monopoly has priced it out of reach. Prices vary from country to country, but paying full price, in Cambodia for example, would cost an average person nearly 10 months' wages. So Doctors Without Borders clinics, which are free, are the only place most people can get this life-saving medication because we get a lower-priced version from generic producers from countries where Gilead does not have a monopoly. For our patients, access to this medicine is no game. It is a question of life or death. This is how new medicines are made and sold today. The system is unfair, and we need to change it. Medicines shouldn't be a luxury.
I have to ask you about just the pricing controversy. This has obviously been something that's gained a lot of attention from Congress. Were you surprised that the price of this drug was such a controversy?
Well, first of all, we priced it in alignment with the current standard of care at the time. So that to us felt like a very natural thing to do.
Knowing what's happened, would you have done anything differently, or is this how it should have played out?
No, I don't think we would have.